Hey guys, it's Ben, the NLD Kid. Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about scripts. Now, for an NLD kid like me, it's very hard to improvise and organize tasks that are perceived as very overwhelming or difficult or complicated, even if they seem simple enough to others. My solution are scripts. Scripts are either a rehearsed way of saying something to someone in a potentially stressful situation. For example, if I forgot to do my math homework, I might say to my teacher, "Hey, Mr. Smith, how's it going? I forgot to do my math homework last night. Can you give me an extension? I'm really sorry and it won't happen again." Or, "Hey, Mr. Smith, how's it going? I lost my math homework and I'm very sorry. Can you give me another copy so I can do it?" Now, for others, this might seem like something you could just do on the whim, but for the NLD kid, it's very difficult to do so. You need to think about it before you do it. You need to talk about it with your parent or with someone you trust before you do it, just so you can be like, "Okay, I'm gonna run through this with you," and then say what you're gonna say to the person, or get help figuring out what you need to say to the person. If you don't do this, it can be a very stressful situation, and I personally might just avoid doing it altogether, which only hurts me. The second instance that you would use a script in is when you need to break down a more complicated task into its parts. For example, if I'm making a poster board, I need to, research, write the blurbs I'm going to put on the poster board, research the pictures, print everything out, cut everything out, paste it on the poster board. And now for other people, that might seem, yeah, that's what you do for a poster board. For NLD kids, you need to write that down, you need to make a list, and you need to check things off to make sure that you don't get distracted. Because NLD kids, we have a hard time with seeing how much time goes by. So, we might be researching for half an hour and then we've done it for 5 minutes. The inverse of this is with hygiene. Because often for us, sometimes when I was little, I would go into the shower, 30 minutes later, I would come out having done nothing and just be like, "Yeah, that was 10 minutes, right?" Or when I was brushing my teeth, you're supposed to do it 2 minutes twice a day. I might do it for 3 minutes once a day, or 10 seconds twice a day. It was just harder. And then as soon as I wrote down, okay, scrub the gums 10 times on each side, sing the alphabet 5 times, whatever you figure out. For me, I just, use my phone to time it. But if you don't have a phone, there's a bunch of stuff online about how long it takes to brush your teeth. But you need to figure out ways to organize time and organize what you're doing into more organized ways so that you don't get stressed out or lose track of your time. Since today's episode is about scripts, I'm going to break it down into before my diagnosis and after my diagnosis. Before my diagnosis, I would be very upset and become very anxious about the little things that seem very easy to others. These include picking up my toys, packing my bag, and trying to use electronics. And these things seem simple enough if you don't have NLD. So, say someone tells me to pack my bag. I might just shovel my stuff in it and then be surprised when someone tells me, "No, pack your bag, don't just shovel your stuff in it." Because to me, I don't know the difference. I need to be told, open your bag, take your stuff, make it line up, make sure that you have no loose papers, and then put each thing in the bag, facing upwards, so it's not a big mess. And then if you can't do this, if you don't know the scripts as an NLD kid, it needs you to feel bad. Because you're like, "Why can't I do this? Why is everyone mad at me? I'm not trying to be defiant. I'm not trying to not do what I'm supposed to do. But people are saying that I am." And it's actually interesting, right? Because NLD kids we want to please. So when we're told that we're defiant, when we're told that we're not doing what we're supposed to do, it causes us anxiety. Our solution was to make songs and mnemonics to tell me what to do. So, for example, in 4th grade, I had to organize my desk, right? And I was always in trouble because I was never organized. There were things falling out. I would lose things and blame other people. It was kind of a horrible place. It was like someone had literally put a tornado inside of my desk. It's just what it felt like because it was so out of my control. And then my mom and I, so we thought it over and we came up with this song, 2 piles, no papers, pencils in their place. Which basically meant I had 2 piles of papers and folders and stuff. I had no loose papers just floating around in the desk all balled up. And all my pencils were in my pencil case, not all over the place. With NLD, it's very hard to not know what to do and not have scripts, especially when you're little, because you can't do things that seem surprisingly simple. And you're still very dependent on your parents, even as your friends and peers get more and more independent. So with scripts, it becomes easier to distance yourself a little from your parents. Not that your parents aren't great, but it helps to distance a little, so you can come up with your own scripts and you can do things on your own. And you can start to do these seemingly simple tasks with more and more ease. Another thing that was pre-diagnosis with my NLD is that we realized that I really have no sense of time. And then when I got diagnosed, we realized that this was an NLD thing. So if you are NLD or your child has NLD, then you need to realize that you have no sense of time. If you're trying to brush your teeth, you need some way to see how long time's been going on for. Whether that's a timer on your phone or you're singing a song in your head, you need to be able to do something that tells you, okay, it's been 2 minutes. I can stop brushing my teeth now. And another thing is, like, I would sometimes, if I was researching a paper, I'd research for 3 hours and not realize it. Which is great if I'm trying to just get in the zone, but it's not so great if I also have other things I need to do. So scripts can help with time management if you mix them with time management skills. After I got diagnosed, I had more scripts and I was happier. It's that simple, okay? And I had a lot of scripts. I had about 50 scripts, from everything from shower to brushing my teeth to cleaning my room to even getting ready for school in the morning had a script. We are still finding scripts, like beneath something on the fridge or in a weird place in the bathroom. Like, it's just, I had so many different scripts. And as these scripts started to become natural, I got rid of them or I forgot about them, and I stopped needing them. They stopped being physical scripts and started to become mental ones. At school, I had to get scripts, how to talk to the teachers and the guidance people, and how to greet people. Because in 5th grade, I remember this, I had to have a script for when people would come into the classroom. One of my accommodations was that I got to go in early and organize all my stuff. But when people would come into the classroom, I would just sit there and read, ignoring them completely. Which, if you're not NLD, can seem pretty rude. Now, to me, I was like, yeah, they know I'm here. I know they're here. What do I need to do? Then I developed a script, which was, if you see someone come in, put down the book, either wave or get up and go say hi. Ask them what you know from your friend file that you have on them. If they went to a fencing tournament over the weekend, ask, how was your fencing tournament? How did you do? If they seem sad, ask what's wrong. Like, this, basic things like that I didn't know I needed to do. Now, as I move into middle school, I still use scripts that I developed, like, on the walk to school with my mom to talk to teachers or guidance counselors. I tend to run through what I'm going to say with my mom, as I said. But I can also slowly but surely start to organize my own scripts. Start to not need to talk to my mom about everything I'm going to say. Sometimes she can just tell me, okay, you need to do this, this, and that, and I might not need a script for every one of them. When I have teachers who are a little harder to read, I still do because they make me nervous in general. But with nice people, it's a little easier. I use scripts in math to talk through algebraic equations and things like that because, they're very complicated. And if I can develop scripts with my math tutor for that, it helps me a lot. See, so NLD scripts are not just for talking to people and not just for breaking down tasks. They're also for, little things. Anything that you can find you need a script for, don't be afraid to use it. Our language superpower is a superpower. And you can use it like a flashlight to, shine light on things that are a little bit more confusing. I, even now, however, still do need help constructing texts to my friends. Sometimes I need to ask for something, and I ask my mom, okay, how do I say this? Because I know that sometimes I can be a little brusque. I can come off as a little rude, because I can, not be like, hey, Susie, how is your day? How is your day going? I need to ask for the homework from algebra. I lost it. I might just be like, what's the homework? Which is a little rude, especially if you don't get the context, because I might be thinking, hey, Susie. Susie isn't a telepath. She can't read my thoughts. And finally, something I really found helpful is that since I have a hard time taking teasing, I've had to develop a script for what to do if I think I'm being teased. And I have to be honest, I don't always follow it, but if I followed it more, I would have a better time. So what I recommend you do is if someone teases you, you look at them, you say, I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm going to take it as a compliment. It confuses them, and it makes you, happy, because you're taking something as a compliment. Who would not want a compliment? I promised that I would never have a video that was all doom and gloom. So, here we go. Here are the benefits of needing scripts. Liking scripts makes things like Dungeons & Dragons and other RPGs a lot of fun, because it makes it easy to socialize within a set of rules. And basically, everything you do in Dungeons & Dragons is a script. You say, my character moves 30 feet forward, and then starts to cast, spell A, which is effectively a script for something that an imaginary person is doing. So you're communicating in scripts, and it can also be really useful in helping you figure out how to develop scripts. It's also just fun. Secondly, being good at adapting your skill set and your script set to different formats makes debate a super fun activity that very much takes advantage of our verbal skills. If you're a little shyer or things like that, debate can also be helpful in getting you to be a bit more outgoing and a bit more, outspoken in situations such as school or, class, which is also school. In conclusion, it is essential that kids work with their parents to find what scripts or other things that break down tasks can help them. Once you master making scripts and using scripts, you can start to build confidence by doing things without script. I know it might seem scary at the beginning, but as you do it, trust me, it will get easier. Thanks for watching. Once again, if you liked the video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you have something interesting, inspiring, or helpful to share, don't be afraid to comment down below. Thank you.